Yo, 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 what's up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Reading with James show. Today we keep going with Annie Rand's book, Alex Stratter's. Again, I'm just gonna reading that. Here we go. Transcontinental what? Okay, let me put out that PDF. So basically, just I'm just reading a book, right? You can buy it from Audible, like if you like this book. But I'm just gonna reading for you guys. Here we go. Why it's not open? Here we go. It had been once, long before her time, every available rail, spike, and dollar. Okay, so because of copyrights, I cannot play the audio book, so you're gonna have to listen to me. Listen to me. I start to like this orange glasses. This orange glasses actually it can filter out the blue light. So during the night when you wear this, when you take it off, it's more easy for you to get to go to sleep. You know. And tonight actually I can. It's still 10:40, so I got some time. I actually gonna read this book. This one for fiction. How desperate, how desperate little it is available. Okay. This book also, at the same session, in the same speech, about the efficiency of Mexican government that hold complete control of everything. Mexico have a great future, they said. Dangerous competitive in years. Mexico got discipline. The man with the board kept saying, with a note of envy in their voices. James Taggart let into understood, in unfinished sentence and undefined hints. And his friends in Washington, whom he had never named, wished to say railroad lines in the building Mexico, that it was such line would be a great help in the matter of international policy. The goodwill of policy and opinion of the world would be more tiger transcontinental for the investigation. Votes of the build the San Santan line at the cost of $30 million. When Deccan left the boardroom and walked through the clean, cold air of the street, he heard two words repeated clearly, insistently in the numbed emptiness of his mind. Get out, get out, get out. She listened, aghast. The thought of living Taggart transcontinental did not belong to the machine she could hold for conceivable. She felt terrible, not the thought, but at the question what has made her think. She shook her head angrily. She told herself a Taggart transcontinental would now need her more than ever. Two of the directors resigned. Man, her brother is a bomb. Vice President operation. She was replaced by friends of James Taggart. Stereo was later cross-section design, while order was issued to reduce the speed of train on the routing line because the track was short. Okay, one second. Got some. Give me one sec. All right, let's keep going. My nose is kind of stuck, so I need to breathe. Okay, here we go. Number square next in scratch. Where Transgar car carried all hurtling down the embargo into the blazing junk pile. Because the rail had split the railroad line, Everswire did not wait for the court to decide whether accidents with the guard or James Taggart claim. He transferred the ship of his oil to the Phoenix Dragon, an obscure railroad which is small and struggling well. That was the rocket that sent the Phoenix Dragon on its way. From then on, it grows. As wild oil grew, as the factory grew in the nearby valleys, as the bank of the rails and the tides grew, as the grids 2 miles of miles crossed the scrapping fleet of Mexico. Dagny was 32 years old when she told James Taggart that she would resign. She had run to the operation department for the past 3 years without title, credits, or authority. She was defeated by the load for the hours, days, and nights she had to waste circumventing the interference James friends who born to title of vice president in charge of operation. The man had no policy, and the any decision made was always hers, but she made it only after he made every effort to make it impossible. Was she delivered to her brother with the ultimatum? He gasped. But Daphne, you're a woman. A woman as operation vice president? It was unheard of. The board won't consider. Then I through, she asked. She answered. Rest of her life, to face the living tiger transcontinental was like waiting to have the leg amputated. She thought she'd let that happen, but take up the load or whatever it left. She never understood why the board of directors voted unanimously to make her vice president of charge of operation. Gave sense when she took over. The country had been underway of 3 years. One-third of the track was laid. The cost of the day was beyond the author total. She fired James' friends and found a contractor who completed the job in 1 year. The St. Benskin line was now in operation. No surgical trade have come across the board. No any trains loaded the copper. A few carloads conlaundering the mountain from the St. Stacy intervals. The mine, the San Francisco Dancunio, was still in the process of development. The drain of Tango Transcontinental has not stopped. Now she sat at the desk of the office. She has sent many events trying to work out the problem what branch could save the system in how many years. The real Northern line were rebuilt would redeem the rest. As she looked at the sheets of the figure announced the losses and the more losses, she did not think about long since the next Mexican lecture. She saw the telephone call. Hank, can you save us? Can you ask the real on the shortest notice and longest credit possible? A quiet, steady voice, and the answered, sure. The sound of a point of support. She laid over a sheet of paper on her desk, found something easy under concentrate. That it was one thing, at least, that could be counted upon not to crumble when needed. James tagged across the armored room of Dagny's office, still holding the kind of confidence he felt among his companions at the barroom of the hour ago. When she had opened the door, the confidence vanished. He crossed the room to the desk of the child being dragged to the punishment, storing the resentment for all his future year. He saw her bent over the sheets and paper, a lies of the desk, long, grumpy, shovel hair, a white shirt claiming her shoulders, a loose fold stretching thinness of her body. What is it, Jim? What are you trying to pull the San Sebastian line? She raised her head. Pull? Why? What social schedule when you running down there and there, and what kind of trains? She laughed. The sound was gay and a little weary. You really ought to read the reports sent to the president's office, Jim, once for a while. What do you mean? We have been running that schedule and those train on San Sebastian for the last 3 months. One passenger train a day in the morning, and one freight train every other night. Good God! What what important branch like that? An important branch can pen not even 2 trains. But Mexican people expect a real service from us. I'm sure they do. They need trains. For what? For help them develop local industries. How do you expect them to develop if we don't give them the transportations? I don't expect them to develop. That's just a personal opinion. I don't think that what's right you have to take upon yourself to cut our schedule. What the copper traffic alone will pay for everything. When? Look at her. His face assumed the satisfaction of the person about to occur something have the power for her. You don't doubt the success of those copper mines, do you? When its Franciscan Dominiconia was run them, he stretched the name, watching her. She said, he may be your friend, but my friend, I thought he was yours. She said that steadily, not for the last 10 years. That's too bad, isn't it? Still, he's one of the smartest operators on Earth. He never failed in a venture. I mean, a business venture. He sunk millions of his own money in those mines, so we can rely on his judgment. When will you realize that Francisco de Canio has turned into a worthless bomb? He chuckled. I always his it as far as his parents' characteristic concerned, but didn't share my opinion. You was upset. Oh my, how upset! Surely you remember your core on the subject? How should I quote some of the things you said to him? I can only surmise at some of those things he did. Do you wish to discuss San Francisco de Anconia? Is that what you came for? His face showed the anger of the failure, because hers showed nothing. You know damn what I came here for, he snapped. I hear something incredible about training in Mexico. What things? What sort of rolling stock are you using under there? The words I could use. You admit that? I stated the paper in the report I sent you. Is that you using wood burning locomotive? I found them for someone abandoned the railroad than Louisiana. They could even learn the name of the railroad. And that's what you run as a tiger trains. Yes. What the hell? The big idea. What's going on? I want to know what's going on. She spoke evenly. Look at him straight. If you want to know. I have left nothing but junk of San Sebastian line and as little as possible. I have moved everything could move, switch engine, shop tools, if typewriter mirrors out of Mexico. Why in the blazes? Okay, so this is today's reading, and I noticed the video have been severely covered by the iPad, and my views is not symmetrical, and but you hear my reading. That's the most important things. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.